Good morning, Kyle Shimon. Are you ready to do some farming?
I'm ready. I've been ready for a couple of weeks now. It's taken us some time.
It may have taken us 2 weeks to finally record this due to issues, but we're finally here. We're going to learn how to make pancakes from a TV, because that's how you learn cooking, right?
Absolutely, yes. That's how I learned. It's James Martin. He's a wondrous cook. He uses fucking, in-packet pastry. I could never believe that. On TV as well.
He doesn't grow his own.
You don't grow pastry, but yes, you got the gist.
You can grow the ingredients to make pastry, right?
Yeah, flour. Because you'd have to. I think.
Well, there you go.
I'm not going. There's different types of pastries. I don't want to tip my hand of my ignorance of pastry because I too use packet pastry.
So this is Stardew Valley?
I like your certainty there.
Well, it's been a while. I haven't. At the time of recording this, I was playing this non-stop for a week or two straight, and then stuff kind of happened, and we've been really busy, and so I haven't really played this at all.
Insanely busy, and no content for the last week.
This game is so good. Just looking at this again makes me want to go back and play it. This was recorded mid-summer in-game, and now I think I'm coming towards the end of fall.
So you haven't finished the game then, assuming there is an end?
The game does not end. I mean, after the third year, something happens and you get graded for your farm and how many friends you've made and if you've married someone and had kids and stuff like that.
Ah, yes, the things you're graded for in life.
But I assume that's kind of the quote-unquote end of the game, but you can carry on playing afterwards.
Right.
The game never ends.
So I guess I didn't understand that this game actually has a story and stuff to it.
Oh yeah, this game totally has a story mode. Well, not a story mode. It has a loose story that you kind of just have to... there are certain things that you definitely will happen to you. I think it's the first week on your farm, you'll get given a pet, and everyone will have a pet. You choose between a cat or a dog.
So it's like Pokemon then.
Yes, you battle Pokemon against your wild crop monsters. It's like Plants vs Zombies as well. The crops rise up against you, try and take over your house in the town. You save them.
Oh, so there's cards and microtransactions then, like all the best games.
This game's too good for that stuff. But I mean, there is a story, and there's certain things that will definitely happen. But then there's the whole social side that I haven't really been paying much attention to.
That seems like the thing you would most pay attention to.
Well, I don't like a lot of the characters in the game. Especially the portraits. When you talk to them, it shows a big instead of just the sprite work here, a window pops up and you see the character, what they look like, and they emote slightly. It's basically just still images.
Yeah.
But I don't like a lot of the art for them, and so I never bothered with any of the social stuff to make friends. You give people gifts and they all have their own likes and dislikes, and you talk to them and stuff like that. And then the modding community for this game finally started to come out, and somebody went ahead and made anime character portraits.
Did you just water your cat?
Yes, I may have watered my cat.
And he loved it?
Yeah, he loves getting watered.
I thought cats didn't like water.
No, I left clicked to pour water on it, and then I right clicked, and right clicking is petting it.
Ah, but so you tricked the cat.
Yeah, I tricked you, basically. But
fair enough. Carry on. Sorry.
The modding community finally came out for this game, and they've been working on it non-stop. And they added anime character portraits.
That sounds about right.
Of course, I immediately started romancing this kawaii anime grill.
Nice grill.
Which yes, grill. George Foreman grill.
All lean meat where you're at.
Oh yes, but I mean, this game is so much fun. I mean, I had a lot of problems with it at the beginning. I thought that the days were too short and that you run out of energy too quickly, but then you can solve that. As you can see, I've got a massive garden where I'm growing a lot of stuff.
Did you wait a minute? Go back a second. Did you just fucking pluck a leaf out of the ground and eat it and called it a salad? Is that what?
No,
I
had a salad in my inventory.
All right, because I carrying around a pocket of lettuce.
Yeah, I needed to replenish my energy, which you can see in the bottom right. Which I had a problem with because I grow a lot of stuff, as you can see, and I would always I'd wake up at 6 a.m, go ahead and water all my crops, and then I'd have no energy, and it'd be midday lunchtime, and I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't be able to go mining or fishing because they also take energy, and I'd basically just go to sleep and wake up the next day and do it all over again.
So this is the kind of game that if I was playing, I would just like fucking get the mathematical equations out and just spoil all my own fun. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, you could totally do that, but like, you can solve a lot of problems. Like, I recently just started to make sprinklers, so every day when I wake up, all my crops are already watered for me, so I can spend more time mining or fishing. And you know, I like the mining. It doesn't seem like it's just tacked on. Like, you know, a lot.
It is like different mechanics then. Like there is a reason to do it. It's not just. I guess what is the purpose of like you farming, you mining and stuff? What is it you're doing?
Well, you're basically just earning money to, like, as you can see, I'm putting all my stuff in this collection bin, I guess, and
really questionable wood physics on that collection bin.
It's fine, but yeah, in the morning or at night, somebody will come. This local store owner, I don't remember his name. That shows you how much of an impression he made on me.
Well, there's a lot of characters judging by that screen, so.
Yeah, this is just the stats and stuff that you level up and you get to choose at level 5 and 10 what you want as perks. Just an overview of like, these are the crops and stuff you can forage. You can go down to the beach and get shells and stuff.
Can you get a mysterious stranger to appear when you most need help?
Yes.
Plucking plants. Really?
When it rains, if you go down on the beach and you've been romancing a girl that you can marry, or guy, you know, you can have same-sex relations in this game.
Oh, better than Nintendo then.
Yep. When it rains down on the beach, there'll be a man that sells you this, like, necklace that you use to marry people. So there is a mysterious stranger that appears.
Fair enough. Only when it rains.
Yeah, only when it rains. But, where was I going with this? Oh, the mining, yeah. So you mine, you get iron and gold and stuff, and you can craft things. It's not like it's just like a rip-off of, like, Minecraft that they threw on like a lot of games do now.
Yeah.
But, like, you can also get, like, gems and stuff, and give them to people as gifts to increase their friendship and stuff. Like, it's very Harvest Moon-esque. Did you ever play Harvest Moon?
No, I never did. I always... right, are there, like, weird schoolgirl anime kids with, like, rainbows and stars in that? Or am I getting that confused with some other, like, 70s anime thing? Or 90s, I guess.
You think of, like, Sailor Moon or something like that?
Yes! Yes, I am, with the fucking really, dumb pigtails or whatever.
Yeah, I never watched Sailor Moon, but I know...
You've just
this is not like Sailor Moon, no.
Carry on.
Unfortunately. I lost where I was now. But, like, this is a store. This is where you can buy all of the seeds. You can buy stuff for your house to, you know, basically make it look pretty. I'm playing with a controller. I played this day all the way through, and then I was like, wow, a lot of stuff happened. Like, I harvested a lot of crops and I went exploring a bunch. This would make decent for a video, because a lot of days that you play the game, nothing happens. You'll just water crops and then that'll be it.
Sounds really sad.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like, I've spent a lot of time, just like I said, watering crops and then going to bed and then waking up and doing the next thing. But then you get like a massive payday where all your crops have grown and you sell them. You have tons of money that you can go and waste.
So is that your money on the right? That 5,133?
Yeah, that's my money. I don't know what... If you look up below the dates and above the time, I don't know what those little symbols mean.
Right.
Like, I think that's like the weather, and then what tomorrow's weather will be like.
Yeah, I was going to ask whether... Did you have a good reason to keep, min-maxing your crops? But I guess, judging by like the 4,000 gold price on some of the plants, money is an issue at all times, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's like... Even right now, it's like, you know... In my game currently, it's like the end of fall, and I have like no money, but I have a lot of crops growing, and I've been spending most of my time in the mine, so I'm basically just got loads of stone and not much to sell, so I really can't plant much. But my logic behind it is, in the winter there's not a lot you can grow, and I plan to kind of reorganize my farm and put like proper paths and fences and stuff that you can, you know, grow crops in. So basically winter is going to be my time to build my farm, and then when it comes to spring I'll have, you know, tons of area to grow crops and do whatever I want in. I'm going to make lots of sprinklers for them and stuff. You've got to really plan ahead like it's actual, I guess, farming.
Logistics, yeah.
Yeah, you really have to plan ahead. Like, you can upgrade your tools. Like, as you can see, I've got a bronze axe, I think it is. And I have an iron pickaxe, for example. Or maybe it's the other way around. I think bronze is the first tier, and the pickaxe is like the basic iron or steel or whatever it is. you can upgrade the tools with the gems and ores that you mine, but you have to plan ahead. Like, originally I upgraded I now have a steel watering can, I think it is, which can water more area in one press, rather than having to do one bit of crop, then another crop, then another. It basically does it does a line if you hold the mouse down, which is super useful. But I screwed up and I just went to upgrade it, and I didn't check the weather the next day. So when I woke up, because it takes 2 days to upgrade the tools at the blacksmith.
Right.
It wasn't raining, so I couldn't water my crops for 2 days, and it didn't rain, so tons of my crops just died. And I lost out on a lot of money because of that, because I didn't plan ahead.
Yeah, so you want to wait till you know it's going to rain the next day, maybe the next 2 days, and try to do it then.
Yeah, when I upgraded a second time, there are 28 days every season, and when a new season starts, all the crops from the previous season die. So it's kind of good to upgrade your watering can on the last 2 days of a season, because there's no point watering crops because they're going to die at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, with fishing, the fishing minigame is so hard.
Is that I take it you have to keep the green thing on the fish.
Yeah, you have to press down the mouse, and it'll go up, and if you let go, it goes down.
Oh god, that sounds like shit.
This is with a controller right now, and it's impossible to do with a controller.
So are you using like the trigger or something for that?
No, I'm using A. It's not even like triggers.
Oh, that sounds even worse then. It's not like you can't variably press an A button, can you really?
No, it's really hard. All the NPCs in game have their own schedules. They will, and it depends on the season and the day, so they all have different schedules.
Yeah,
we're just in the bar, and people come in here to drink at night. One of a character that I was going to romance called Penny.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's Penny. I stopped romancing her because the mod hadn't updated her anime character yet, so I went for the first one that had the updated anime character things.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Shane's an asshole, stay away from him.
Why is he an asshole? What does he do?
He's just like a jerk. He'll just say like, oh, I don't want to talk to you, go away. He works at Joja Mart, which is like this big corporate building in town that sells crops for really high prices, but everything else super cheap. And they're basically like the big evil company. They're trying to like destroy the community center. It's basically like some early 90s like teen show. It's like we have to save the community center from evil. I can't remember the guy's name. I think it's like Martin.
Yeah, that's a really even name. Martin Shkreli. Go for that angle.
Yeah, I think that's his name. But like, you can totally just join them, and you'll wreck the community center and build a warehouse there instead.
Oh, that sounds awesome. You should do that. Which one are you doing?
I'm rebuilding the community center.
Oh, you asshole! What are you doing? Go for the renegade choice. Right trigger, Penny.
Yeah.
Push her out of that building. Push her off the roof of the warehouse. Like, you want to turn this little community into like Foxconn, the factories in China, where like all the people.
I was going to say, are they the ones that they put the nets outside the windows?
Yeah,
so when they try and commit.
Yeah.
Well, when the workforce jump out the window to try and commit suicide, they catch them, bring them back inside.
Yeah, you want to do that because I bet you then Shane will be happy because he'll be in his element. And
well, he works at Joja Mart and he's like super depressed. And from what I've seen and heard of his like story, he's like he drinks to cope with like depression and like the game is like super deep with a lot of the characters. It's scary. Apparently, sometime in the second year, some guy comes back from the war.
Right.
Like it's alluded to, and there's apparently just a war going on in this weird kind of fantasy-esque modern day time. Like there's a wizard, there's weird mystical shit in the game as well.
That's bizarre.
But at the same time, there's a war with like a warring nation, and he comes back and he will have like PTSD if you give him like fish-related stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
Like you can give him like sashimi as a gift, and he'll just like freak the fuck out. And he won't like you for it.
That's awesome. Awesomely weird.
It's really cool. But like, there's a lot of the characters are just like really deep, and you won't know that until you become friends with them, and just from like hearing what other characters say about them. But like, it's so strange. Like, I haven't done a lot of the social elements of the game yet. I really want to go back into playing this because it's so relaxing and cozy to just play for hours on end. I played it for like 10 hours straight the day I bought it.
Yeah, I had a feeling it looked like it was your kind of thing, Just the way you talk about like Animal Crossing and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people compare it to Animal Crossing or Rune Factory, I think is another one, or Harvest Moon is an obvious comparison. But it's so just nice to play. Like, I feel like it worked really well on like a handheld, like a Vita or a not PS3, 3DS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would work probably. I wonder if it would work nice on like the Wii U with like have your inventory and stuff on the controller screen.
Yeah. And you can see here, I just got the crafting recipe with the sprinklers, and this is basically as far as I've gotten in the game so far.
So many numbers, though. Much. Like, I'm stressed just watching this.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like logistics and statistics you can do in this game and work out like the most profits and what you should be growing and the most efficient stuff. But I think it's more fun to just relax and just have fun playing it. Like, I'm not trying to go for efficiency. I'm just trying to go for a nice cozy farm. It's super cheap, and the developer is great. He's been bug fixing the hell out of the game, and he's said he's going to keep releasing updates, which is amazing. Everyone should go play this game.
Yeah, I mean, I really considered it for a while, but I'm so glad I didn't, because I just ended up a sweaty mess trying to min-max crop growth.
Anyway, check back soon, GameDropZone.com.